What's something that you currently do that you would love for AI to be able to do? And that's really the best way to do it, because if you just go Googling like AI tools, there's so many. Okay, so the best thing to do is to say, okay, what am I doing on a day-to-day? And they have AI tools for every area of your life. It's really cool. And they're building more. And a lot of these platforms, they'll ask you for feedback, like, hey, what else should we teach it to do? You know, so it's really a learning time for technology, for these systems to get better in doing what they're doing. So AI is basically different tools that will allow you to be able to either eliminate a task altogether or simplify that task dramatically. The best way to put it, I saw someone, I forget where I saw it, basically was saying at this point, and it's so true because I've been doing it, you can take a year's worth of work and get it done within a week. Okay. And so that's leveraging the right tools. So leverage it, but then it frees you up to figure out what else can we do, right? And so it frees you up in those spaces. So most of us, if not all of us, I'm sure our notaries are in the notary space. And so I'm going to be showing you tools that I feel like you can use in your notary space. Now, some things you can use across different boards. You know, it's not just one, you know, it's not just, okay, just use it for this. You got to think. And I will say too, when it comes to AI, you got to be creative because no one knows every single thing that AI can do. And so sometimes I just put things in and see if it'll work. Like, I wonder if it can do this. And then it's like, oh, snap, it can do this. So like ChatGPT 4 is said to have more like emotional capabilities to respond emotionally. It's also said to be able to, I forgot what it was. It's like different. I'll show you them. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with, I have a list of ones I want to get through today. So, of course, I'm going to start with ChatGPT because a lot of you guys have used ChatGPT. Tell me who's used ChatGPT before. If you used ChatGPT before. Okay, let me open it really quick. It's all right with me. Okay. I'm going to screenshot really quick. So I now have ChatGPT 4 too. So I'm going to show you the difference. You do not have to get ChatGPT 4. It's really up to you. It's a personal preference. So I don't want to go too far advanced. How many new people, like completely new, I don't know what AI is, do we have? How many people do we have? Oh, Anita, I got something for you. I get really excited with AI. I don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole and I lose people. If you're completely new, so I think I have like 55%, so they've never, so like half of you guys have used it, the other half haven't. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover some of the beginning, and I want to give some advanced to like some people who have been using it for a while. Okay, so Anita, I got something for you with these recipes. Hold on, I got you though. All right, so I'm going to screen share to ChatGPT. This is the first one. Okay, I'm going to put the link in here, and you can go ahead and create an account. It's free to do the initial account. Like this ChatGPT 3 is free to do. Okay. Oh, I'm not even screen sharing. Not me thinking I'm screen sharing and I'm not. All right, hold on. Okay, now I'm screen sharing. All right, so can you guys see the whole thing? I don't feel like you can. Okay, well, you can see what's important. That's fine. All right, so because I upgraded, you have ChatGPT 3. The default, like the legacy is usually the first one. Its reasoning is a 3 out of 5. Speed is a 2 out of 5. Conciseness, as far as accuracy, is a 3 out of 5. Default, 3.5. More reasoning, more speed, more concise. So that's what you're going to be getting. I have 4, which has extremely high reasoning, extremely high conciseness, and the speed is still kind of slow, but it's going to give you more accurate information. And so the reason why I like ChatGPT 4 is because it's more designed for long form content, but it's also more for accuracy. And if you guys know, before when I initially showed ChatGPT 3, there's a couple of disclosures, okay? First, and it's funny, people, oh my gosh, like, let me tell y'all what it is, okay? My generation, I'm in my 30s, okay? So people that are like in their 60s, 70s, 80s, their generation, if they did not embrace the internet, they got left behind as far as the economy goes, right? 50, 60, 70, like around that time of the internet, because it was such an industrial time and everyone had a skill set, a tangible hands-on skill set. Then the internet came along and it was the internet age, okay? My generation, so like people that are in their late 20s, 30s, 40s-ish, and really 20s, 30s, 40s-ish, a little bit in the 50s, they're going to get left behind. We are going, not me, we are going to get left behind if we don't learn AI. All of my children currently use ChatGPT, okay, and had no problem doing it, okay, and love it, okay, easy, right out the gate, okay. If you don't learn AI, it's no longer speculative. It is a fact that if you do not learn AI, you will be that next generation that gets left behind. And I'm talking about as far as the economic value that you can bring to the marketplace, which is directly going to influence how much money you're able to generate for yourself, okay? And so I see that, and it's crazy that it's literally everywhere. And if you look at anything online, a lot of people have been losing their jobs and are in fear of losing their jobs. But what you're starting to see is that AI is not going to you're not going to lose your job to a chatbot. You're not going to lose your job to AI. You're going to lose your job to someone using AI. So for example, we're in the notary space. You as a notary, for example, Bridget, right? So say you have me and say you have you. Or let's say you have Bridget and you have Joan, right? You're both notaries. Joan leverages AI in her notary business. Bridget doesn't. Joan is going to drastically increase her revenue margins over Bridget, easily using AI. So it may not put Bridget out of business, but you're gonna see a drastic difference between what Joan is able to accomplish and build compared to what Bridget is. And it's the same concept right now. Make it easy to understand. Right now, anyone who has a business that's not online, so they don't have a website, Google Business Profile, things like that, they're behind compared to someone. And how many of you guys have seen, I do a lot of business coaching and consulting, people who have like a brick and mortar location, but they don't have a website and they don't have a Google Business Profile. They are losing money easily. So, I mean, it's almost a fact now. It's a fact. You are losing money, right? But they're so stuck in how it's always been done that they won't change anything, right? And so the person right now, people who've had, and this is for like the past several years, people who have brick and mortar locations, and they're like, oh, we still do newspaper ads and we might do mailers or we do whatever you do, but you're not online at all, you are 100% losing money, okay? In comparison to your counterpart who is making more money because they leverage the internet, okay? Now bringing it here, the business owner that's leveraging AI is going to dominate and destroy both the one who's not on the internet at all and then the one who's just doing the bare minimum on the internet. Maybe they're doing Google Business Profile, maybe they have a website, maybe they're running ads, but they're doing it all themselves. The person that's leveraging AI is going to destroy them. Okay. Well, the person leveraging AI is going to destroy the first person for sure. The second person, you're going to feel the heat. Okay. You're going to feel the heat. Okay, so that kind of makes you understand like why you need to learn AI, so you're not left behind and not understanding. So ChatGPT 4, yes, Glenn, that is the paid version. Now, you do not have to pay for it right now. ChatGPT 3, especially if you're right out the gate, ChatGPT 3 works perfectly fine. But I want to tell you this really cool feature that ChatGPT 4 has, and this is for Anita. Are you ready, Anita? It's so cool. You ready? So ChatGPT 4 now has API and allows for integrations into other systems, which is amazing. Okay. And I can't even explain to you how amazing that is. It just is phenomenally amazing. Okay. And if so, you gotta kind of bring me in because I get really excited when I talk about, because it's like, to me, it's like a whole new world just happened, like within the past like 3 months. Like everything that you thought was real and possible is not the same anymore. It's all gone. It's all a facade. Like people might think you're going crazy, but it's so true. It's like what is happening? And if you go on live at YouTube and listen to people who talk about AI, they all say that, like, I don't know. Watch any videos. They're all like, what is happening to our world? Like, this is going to be insane. Okay. But one really cool feature that ChatGPT 4 has, it integrates into other platforms, into other websites, into other softwares. Okay, so now you're seeing ChatGPT 4 powered, or like something powered by ChatGPT. So I mentioned this really quick. I'm not going to show you how to do it on this one, but I'll send you a video if you really want to see it on how you do it, because I plan on using it. I thought it was fascinating. Anita said, I used it to create vegan recipes from regular recipes. And so really quick, so I can show you what she's talking about. I'm going to do it on ChatGPT 3 because ChatGPT 4 has a limit as far as how many outputs you can get per day, which is not bad compared to, like, because it's so much higher quality output. So I'm going to put it on ChatGPT 3. And if you, for example, just put, give me 5 vegan recipes for dinner, and I think that's it. Boom. That's enough. I mean, you can get as detailed as you want. Okay, so these are like 5 recipes. You can ask it to give you more detail, all that good stuff. Now, this is in ChatGPT 3. I'm not going to put it into 4 yet because I love my 4, but I'm going to show you guys something really cool. In ChatGPT 4, Anita, okay, with this recipe, and it'll make it a lot more detailed with the instructions and everything. You can tell it to give you the recipe list, right? You can say, I'm not even kidding. You can tell it meal prep, create a meal prep for 1 week, a list, like a meal prep list for 1 week with vegan recipes, including breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay. And then it integrates with Instacart. So it'll and then you can say, add the recipe, add the ingredient list to Instacart. And so it merges together. So once you're done with one instruction, right? You put it in there, it puts the recipe list, it puts the ingredients, it puts the recipe list, it then syncs to your Instacart account, puts all of the ingredients in the account. All you got to do is go to Instacart, make sure it's right, hit confirm, and your all of your ingredients are now going to be delivered to your house. And you did that with one prompt. You follow me? You see what I'm saying here? And then you can even get really specific. You can say, give me a meal prep, whatever, but below this amount of calories. People who count calories, you can tell it that, not passing this amount of calories, or don't include sugar, or don't include dairy, or whatever you want it to be. You can get as specific as you want, or maybe you can say all stovetop recipes. You can get extremely, extremely specific. Okay, you can say Italian recipes, whatever, and it'll integrate with your Instacart, and then you got to go to Instacart, hit submit, because you got to pay for it still, right? And you're done. Now, I'm sure I haven't found where it integrates with Amazon. I know Amazon is working on its own AI, of course, because why wouldn't they? But if this could integrate with Amazon, with the Amazon cart, it could add it. And I know Amazon does Whole Foods. So if you use that, you can do it that way too. But now all of your grocery is done in 2 seconds. And I'm saying that it's fast because I personally use Instacart. But when I'm using Instacart, I'm putting in all my, I still have to go to shop online. It's like shopping online. With this, I'm saying, hey, meal prep this for me. Make sure they're kid-friendly meals, yada, yada, yada. Send the orders to my cart, hit submit, my grocery comes. I still got to cook it for now until they give me a robot. But, you know. But anyway, so ChatGPT 4 allows for a whole lot more in terms of integration. And so it's now able to sync with different tools that you're using, and that's going to be a game changer. They just started ChatGPT 4, I want to say a couple weeks ago, not even that long, a couple weeks ago. So I'm sure within the next 2-3 months, it's going to be everywhere. Okay, but it's still new. So there, but that is one integration that it does do. Okay, but we're going to focus on ChatGPT 3 for this. Okay, so in relation to use this for your notary business, what are some things you can think of why you would use ChatGPT 3? Okay, I'm going to just show you some really quick things that it can do for you in your notary business. You can do this. Write an email sales. Go back. Sales email for my notary business. Wait, hold on. I want to get really specific so it gives me what I want. Because I've been using this for a while. Write a sales email promoting my notary services to potential title companies. Then you can even tell it include bullet points explaining the benefits of mobile notaries. Mobile notaries and remote online notarizations. Remote online notaries. What else do I want it to have? Include one statistic about the benefits, about the efficiency of using mobile notaries. Now, I will tell you ChatGPT 4 so ChatGPT 3 can only pull from 2021 and before. So if you want up to date, ChatGPT 4 can pull current. Okay. So let's say I wanted to pull a statistic from 2022. I would use ChatGPT 4 to do that. Okay. So now what it's doing is writing a sales email for me. Okay, so what did it say? I hope this email finds you well. As a notary public, I understand how important it is to have reliable notary service. Benefits, remote online benefits, yada, yada, yada. Now, I can copy and paste, put it in a Word doc, edit it up however I need it to be, but I can use this. Now, let's say I don't really like the way it came out, or let's say I wanted to write it again using emojis, because people actually really like emojis. It makes it easier to read. So it'll write it again with some emojis in there, right? Or let's say I want it to be more funny or more conversational. I can say write it again more and make it more conversational. Or actually, I see how that's funny and make it funny. It'll rake it again and write it funny. However you want it to be, it can do that. You can say, make it shorter, make it longer. You can even tell it to write an email sequence for you. And this is important when it comes to the sales portion of your business, okay? Because you are in sales. ChatGPT is current, and how far back can it go? I think it can go back into the beginning of time or whatever. As far, I don't know. Let's ask it. Let's see. How far back in history does your information go? So as far as recorded in digital form. So it goes as far back as the information available on the internet. And it goes up to 2021. Okay. And so you can use it for this. This is a great way to do it. You can also use it to, hold on. Let me come out here. I use this for my sales sequence. So you can tell it to write an email sales sequence. And then it's going to be the same thing that I put up here because I want it to be the same. And you see this little orange, this little purple guy here. Who remembers what this guy is? This purple guy with this alien head. We talked about this last time. This purple guy with this alien head. Who remembers what that was? Anybody remember what that was? Because I used that too. While that writes, that is Jasper. It used to be Jarvis. They did a name change. It's now called Jasper. How many of you guys went ahead and got Jasper? I saw a couple of you guys did. So if you're going to get Jasper, you don't have to. We'll talk about Jasper a little bit. That's not on my list of things to go really into on this one, but I'll do a vague, what's what I'm looking for? Synopsis. So Jasper is a tool that I use to, let me show you. Hold on. I'm going to show you how he works. Not he. Yeah, he. Okay, this is the link for Jasper. Okay, if you're going to use that, use that. If you're going to get Jasper, can you show to promote you just asked for, please? Wait, hold on. Tell me again what you want me to do, KD. That's the link for Jasper, and I'll tell you what it does in a second. So this is a five email sequence. Did everyone understand what an email sequence is? It's basically, I'll show the prompt that I used right here. Can you see it? Write a 5-part email sales sequence promoting my notary service. So same thing, but now I want it 5 parts. Okay, now that it generated it, I can make it funny, make it shorter, include this, rewrite it and include this, whatever the case is. Okay, and so now you have a sales sequence that you can use. And so a sales sequence is basically, if you use any kind of marketing system, like a lot of people, new entrepreneurs will use HubSpot. I use a system called Pipedrive, but you can use HubSpot. And basically, once you have clients, you put them in there, and it'll start the sales sequence. So they'll get email 1 today. Maybe in 3 days, they'll get email 2. Maybe in 5 days, they'll get email 3. And it's automated, so you're not doing anything with it. Okay? Is everybody with me? I want to make sure I'm not losing you. Everybody with me? Everybody with me? So Jasper is not connected to ChatGPT. So Jasper is another tool that I use. And this is this little alien guy here. So the reason why I fell in love with Jasper, and he's my best friend ever, is because he goes with me anywhere that I am and I'm typing, okay? So anywhere online that I have to type something, he is there. And I can tell him to write whatever I want. So with ChatGPT, as it currently stands, you have to go into ChatGPT, tell it to write something for you, copy it, and then take it somewhere else. With Jasper, Jasper goes with me wherever I'm at. So I'm in ChatGPT. It's looking at Jasper and ChatGPT are together. With Jasper, I could be, and I use this all the time, when I'm writing grants, when I'm responding to emails, when I'm writing on social media, I can tell it, write this. And I tell it what to write, and it will create the prompts for me. Okay, and so the reason why I like Jasper is because it has a Chrome extension. It only works in Chrome. And if you're using anything else but Chrome in 2023, shame on you. Okay, so Jasper is a paid software. Okay, you don't have to use Jasper. I'm just showing you guys another tool that I use. And the thing is, there are some free platforms. AI tools, and there's some paid. You got to figure, I would definitely say, because you can go down a rabbit hole and buy them all. I have. And then some I end up not liking and say, oh, this one does better. Cancel this one. I'm going to use this one. Just really depends. So what do you mean voice? What are you saying voice? You said voice for who? For me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm going to show you really quick how Jasper works, okay? So this is the link for Jasper, and I'll show you how it works. So Jasper, for example, this is the Jasper head. Whenever I start typing, that little orange arrow is going to come, that little purple arrow will come up wherever I type. And it's going to say, well, oops, I did it wrong. I'm sorry. So basically, it's going to respond to whatever you're doing. So this is saying, oh my God, this is so cool. I can't believe how natural it feels to talk to a machine like this. It's almost like talking to another person. What other amazing things will this technology be able to do? Can't wait to find out. And so he's basically just responding to like, hey, what you doing? Like a casual conversation. Because I didn't ask him to do anything. So he's just talking to me. Okay. But let's say I want him to actually do something. Okay. I can say, so when the little arrow is there, he'll finish whatever I'm writing. Okay. So if I'm writing something and I click the arrow, he'll finish it as best as he knows how. And then I'll show you in a minute. Or I can click the head and I can tell it what I want it to do. So let's say here, I have templates I can use. I can tell it to do something exactly. I can have it write a prompt description. I can have it make a list, bullet points. I can have it basically do anything. I can tell it to rephrase a piece of information and make it so a child could understand it. I could make it respond to social media responses. I can type something and then have it make it longer. Let's say I write one sentence, but I feel like it should be at least a paragraph. I can put that one sentence and say, hey, make this a paragraph, and it'll do that. Okay, so it's a lot of things that it can do. It just really depends on what you want to use it for. So primarily for me, I use it for finishing off my topics, okay? This is just more the things that it can do. So it can write cold emails, it can do SEO, it can do a lot of things. It can write a bio for you, and it can write engaging questions. That's what I use to sometimes for social. It can do quizzes. It can do anything. It can do a frequently asked questions generator. It can do captions for your TikTok. I don't think I saw that one. Told you guys, it keeps adding stuff. It can do captions for your TikTok. It can generate tweets for your Twitter account. Literally anything. Rewrite any piece of content, paraphrase it. So let's go back. I'm just going to do a basic command. And this, I guess this is the last one I had. This is the last one I gave it. This is the last thing I told it to do. Okay. So let's say I say, right. Well, and it's going to be here, but I wouldn't use Jasper inside of here. I would use it somewhere else. But let's say I'm in like an email, and I would say, write an email, write a sales email, what else could I say? I'm trying to think. What's something that you wanted to do? I can't think of what to write. Think of what I want it to do. It will write anything. I'm just trying to think of something I could tell it to write. Okay. Write a confirmation email confirming, that I completed a loan closing appointment or secured signings, and I don't know, and docs attached. Make it at least 2 paragraphs. Okay. Include emojis. I like emojis. I don't know about y'all, but I love me some emojis. Okay. Any background information you want Jasper to have? Secured signings. I have been working with, let's see, secured signings for 3 years, and I love them. All right, let's see what they come up with. Let's see. And with AI, it's really just getting better with your prompts, okay? So this is what it wrote. I'm thrilled to inform you I've successfully completed the loan closing appointment for secured signings, and all necessary documents have been attached for your reference. As someone who's been working with secured signings for the past 3 years, I can confidently say that their services are unparalleled. So it kind of took it out of context. from the moment you schedule an appointment to the final signature. So it's thinking that I did it for that client instead of that I did it for the signing service. And so that's why you got to kind of tweak it. The point is, look how much content that it kicked out for me. So let's say, wait, you wrote it the wrong way. I got to tweak it. I can go back in and change it. Okay. So let's say I said I completed the loan signing for, hold on. For Jeff Johnson. That would have been there instead of secured signings. You see what I'm saying? But then you can also change it. You can copy it, put it somewhere else. You can open in Jasper and edit later. You can create new output. Let's say I don't like that. Write it again. It'll write it again. And it creates 3. So I picked it to create 3. So like, oops. I can go here and see it wrote a different version. I don't like that one. Let's say, oh, I like that one. Let's say I like that. Boom. Hit apply. It's in there. You follow me? This I found to be really good when I'm doing long form too. So like whenever, like, let's say I'm doing like a grant application. If I open this up, I can copy the question that the grant was asking and I can put it in there. And then when it asks me for a backstory, I can say, my business is this, or whatever I wanted to say. And then I'll say, write at least 5 paragraphs. And then it'll write it out. So someone said, write an event hosting blog. What do you mean? Write an email about apostilles. Okay, so we can do that. But like I said, I don't use Jasper when I'm in ChatGPT because it's basically doing the same thing. But I use Jasper everywhere else. So like currently ChatGPT doesn't have an extension. Jasper does. So if I open up a new email, anywhere that I can put my cursor and click to type, Jasper's head pops up. So does that make sense? Anywhere I decide to type, he's there. Okay. So let's say, for example, I'm going to show you guys another way you could use it. Oops, wrong place. Let's say I'm here and I'm inside events. So someone said something about events and I want it to write a description for me, right? There's my Jasper head. Okay. Now I can say, my Jasper head's right here. I can say, rewrite this content and make it more conversational. Now it may want me to copy and paste it in there, but I'm gonna see if it can just pull it up from where I was just at. Nope. Yeah, so it didn't get the content that I needed. So that's okay. It did it in 2 seconds. So rewrite this and rewrite this and make it more conversational. Okay. And then I can go, oops. I can go this. The other thing that I can do, the other thing that I can do is I can just put the cursor there and then let it go ahead and finish and rewrite it. But I'm just showing you different ways you can use it. Okay. So now it's thinking. And that was a lot of content. So let's hope that it can digest it. Oh yeah, see, it wrote it again. See, and it wrote again another thing. Now I can say, make it longer, make it shorter, add emojis, yada, yada, yada. And it still gave me 3 different versions. Okay. So I could write it again with emojis, or I can take it the way it is. Okay. Everybody follow me on Jasper. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Let's get out of here. Let's go back. So I don't use Jasper in ChatGPT. I was just mentioning it because I forgot how we got into that. I was showing you the little head that was there. So I don't use Jasper when I'm in ChatGPT because it basically does the same thing. But the difference is that Jasper will be wherever I'm typing at online. Okay. So when I'm in ChatGPT, I just type in ChatGPT. But if I'm in like Microsoft Outlook, if I'm sending emails, so if I go to my email, he's there. I also use one called Compose AI. But honestly, I feel like I use Jasper more than I use Compose AI because when I start typing on my email, when I start typing anything, he's right there. You see a little arrow? So I don't have to do anything. I mean, it just makes it so easy. So like literally if I just start typing, I'm so happy to have met you, right? He's going to try and figure out what I'm doing. But the thing about AI, so this is going to be confusing for him because where I put it. But if I'm in an email thread, okay, if I'm in an email thread, so let's say I'm talking to someone, he reads all the previous emails. And so if I start typing and I hit go, it's reading our previous conversation. And then it says, okay, you probably want to say this. So it's not, so if I put this here, it's going to confuse him because he's looking at the conversation and then say, wait, what are you trying to say? You see what I'm saying? So, but if you use it in an email thread, it is going to look at your previous conversation and then educated guess what you want to say. You see what I'm saying? But it's really good. It's really accurate. As far as, you still have to tweak it because it's still a computer and it may not say exactly what you want it to say. Yeah, see? It's just going to finish off what I just said. But yeah, so I don't use ChatGPT inside Jasper. Okay, everybody good with ChatGPT? What I will say is to play around with it. How expensive is Jasper? Which offer do you recommend? So I can show you really quick how Jasper works. And I love me some Jasper. Jasper changed my life. I love AI. Okay, this is Jasper. The pricing varies based off how you're going to use it. Okay, so for me, I have boss mode. The reason why I did boss mode is because it gives me 100,000 words per month. Okay, if you're not writing that much, it's not that serious, right? But I use it in emails. I use it on social. I use it anywhere I'm typing online. I use it. I use it when I go type a YouTube description. I use it literally anytime typing more than a few words, I'm using it. And I have the up to 5 users. So I have other people on my account as well. So I wanted to make sure I have enough words so we're not out of words. But if it's just you should be good with 35,000 unless, let's say, you're writing a lot of grants or you're writing a lot of long form because it does articles too. Let's say you're writing a lot of articles, but still 35,000 is a lot of words and it's per month. So it'll reset each month. Okay. And then if you need to add on, you can. So I would say, start with the starter and get comfortable with it. Get comfortable with it. So that way, you get, period. Start with the starter and get comfortable with it. You do have to install the extension. So you can get to it on the website, but the extension, the little head I was talking about, the robot head, that's a Chrome extension you install. Okay. There's another extension that I use. Let me know if I'm going too fast. Okay. I'm kind of just unloading on you guys on AI. Am I going too fast? Does anyone need me to slow down, go over anything else that we've already talked about? Because I don't want to go too fast. And then you say, wait, Vanessa, no. But you can also ask it questions. Okay. It's really cool. ChatGPT and Jasper, you can ask it questions. I like Jasper because the little head goes with me wherever I go. So it's really cool. Anybody need me to slow down, go over anything that we talked about? So far we did ChatGPT and I did a little of Jasper. Now, ChatGPT does everything. So anything you possibly want it to do, these are just email sequences, but any question you have, like you can say, what's the best way to optimize my Google business profile? You can ask it anything. Anything that you need to do, you can ask it. Okay. What are some strong keywords for notary publics? And these are keywords you want to have on your website, on your Google business profile, when you're naming your pictures, we talk about SEO a lot. These are just some you can use. So when I say that you can use it, you can also do I mean, you could do anything. You can ask it literally anything. So ChatGPT 3, you can ask anything. ChatGPT 4, oh, you can't see my screen. Okay, hold on. Sorry. So what I did was here, like, what's the best way to optimize my Google Business profile? And it's told you all of these things here. You can then say, then I said the keywords. So how can you some good, strong keywords for notary publics? Then you can say something like along, can you write a script I can use to get my clients to leave me Google Business reviews and make it conversational, not, yeah, conversational. So something you can use. So you can really ask it for anything. Then you can say that's kind of long. I would say make it shorter and funny. Because when you ask people for reviews, sometimes you want to be like real sweet and to the point. Easy peasy. Okay, everybody good with how ChatGPT works? You can see the prompt in the when it comes up on the thing. It's showing up on my side. Can you guys see it? So you probably can't see the typing part because the screen's probably like out of gauge. But once I hit submit, the blue right here is what I typed. The green is what ChatGPT gave me. The blue is what I typed. The green is what ChatGPT gave me. Okay. Everybody with me? Side note, I'm hungry. I could definitely go for some food right now, but it's all good. I need some snacks. Okay. All right. So that's ChatGPT, and we talked about Jasper. Everybody good on those? So as a newbie, start with Jasper instead of ChatGPT. I would say start with ChatGPT because it's free, and then you can kind of play around with it. I feel like, yeah, because you got to, I mean, I started with Jasper first because Jasper came out before ChatGPT. It really just depends on what you feel comfortable with. But the extension didn't. So Jasper came out, then ChatGPT, then the extension. Because honestly, would I have kept Jasper? I would have probably still kept Jasper because it does better long form, but now and then so the thing with Jasper is on the Jasper platform, I can write with it. I can't write with ChatGPT. So like when I'm in here in ChatGPT, I can't edit on screen. Like I have to just tell it to write something else or copy and paste it somewhere else. With Jasper, it on their actual when I'm inside my dashboard, it writes with me. So I can write, I can edit, and as I'm changing, he's learning from my changes and like continuing to write. So there's a lot of people that are doing a lot of ebooks with Jasper because it writes with you. Like as you're writing, then you can stop and say, okay, write some more. And it'll write more based on what you wrote. Then you can write some more and say, okay, keep going. And so it writes with you. And if you go back and edit something or change something, it registers what you changed and say, okay, this is where we're going. Yep, let's go. So I think it still serves two different purposes. You follow me? But I think that everyone initially getting into AI, I think a great place to start is ChatGPT.